Our first real snow of the winter. Ah, so nice. Welcome to 50 Plus Home and Gardening. Get out in the snow. I have an umbrella, so I'm not going to get totally soaked, but it is gorgeous and coming down. So of course I have to show off my Williamsburg garden first. Most of the beds are covered with snow and it's coming down. It's not able to stay yet on the blacktop or my aisles. But isn't this funny? So this is what you would look out to see your winter interest. You could take pictures, you can take snaps. This is the time. January is kind of a dull time in the garden, but you can start to see some bones and what you need to improve on, and then you can go inside and get your journal out and write some notes. I want this, I want that, I want more evergreens. That's the biggest deal that most people miss is evergreens. But look at these. These are Autumn Joy. They're doing good. They're like a staple. I don't really like too many boxwoods because that's kind of average. This is my Mr. Bowling Ball. So that looks nice. Good winter interest. And when this gets big, this is my Blue Point Juniper. That's gonna look really, really pretty because that's gonna get 5 feet. So I love that. And of course, grass always looks pretty good. It's gonna get covered here soon. Let me see. Okay, that's the Red Hot Pokers. Medium good in the wintertime, but it's right behind the Autumn Joy. That kind of blocks it off. And there's another Blue Point Juniper. And the house from this angle. The yellow really shows up in this winter wonderland. So these are all the Tuscaroras are all the way down. They don't look too spectacular, but they will because just like this little one, that's a little Tuscarora. They're gonna get bigger and bigger and then they're gonna have some sort of form. Like this red bud, it's starting to take shape now. The emerald greens, they look really fantastic. I like to have those. The camellia looking really, really spectacular. I like that. That you can see from the breakfast window. And this, I love that. My Black Hill spruce is looking really, really nice. So I have evergreen, evergreen, evergreen. So that is good. I'm pretty happy with this area. I love this framework that I created. Here's something nice. This would be creeping phlox. If I get it to grow all the way around, they are evergreen. So I'm looking down here. So now we're gonna jump in the snow and see if we don't try to slip here. I am on a hill. Okay, the best things here are the irises. Those look pretty good. And I really, really like those Autumn Joy sedum. They did spectacular. So I think I'm gonna put more of that. And then I have one boxwood. And those are the heuchera. They look pretty good. And that's more creeping phlox. So I'm pretty happy with this area. Pretty nice. Okay, let's go down the hill. This emerald green is going to get all the way up to here. So this will be impressive. This and this. And this is an evergreen. So I'm pretty happy with this one too. It's got quite a bit of evergreen. Anytime you can, if you can get out, take a look in the snow. It's always fun. I have an umbrella, like I said, so I'm pretty protected. And then you can see what things look like in your winter landscape. Okay, there's my soft serve false cypress. Okay, say that really fast. Soft serve false cypress. That is going to be really big. It's going to be 10 feet. I took out the butterfly bush that was here because I just thought it was too messy. So this is going to be more of a clean set. Plus it's evergreen. And I'm going to really like a little bit more evergreen because see the crepe myrtle? This crepe myrtle is going to be gone. So I really need more evergreens here. I've got 2 emerald greens, and then I have another little, I can't think of the name of that, but I will put it on the screen. But that turns kind of yellow, and then it goes back to green every year. So I kind of like that. And here's more Autumn Joy with the red hot pokers. Those look really pretty good. And I cut back the hydrangea, the Pinky Winky. So that doesn't have much flavor in the wintertime, but it looks really good rest of the time. Here's my other garden in the front. Okay, I didn't cut that one back. There's a Pinky Winky. If you do leave all of the flower buds, they may have some interest in the wintertime. There wasn't that many. I think there were only 2. So 2 emerald greens, and then I have another one, and I'll write down the name. I'm so cold, I can't think right now. But anyways, I just put that one out, and that one also turns a bit yellow, and then it goes back to green. And then you have the same red hot pokers and Autumn Joy. So then my fruit trees, they just go back to no leaves, and they're bare. Well, what can you say about fruit? A fruit orchard is not totally impressive because there's no evergreen. But there's my green giant, and it's going to get giant, so that'll be nice. And over here, crepe myrtles, they don't have much structure, but I still really, really like it. There's another blue point juniper. It's going to get 5 feet. And there's a row of irises that I just stuck in. They'll be more impressive when they get bigger. These are the phenomenal lavender and the sensational. They're looking good on their own. I cut them back just where I cut the flowers off and a little bit of stem, and I left the bush part. They're looking actually really pretty. And then I have a fig tree, which is never going to give me figs because all the leaves go and it dies back to the ground. But it looks pretty good because it gets about this high every year. So I'm just going to leave it there. And this is a rose bush that was here. I'm going to let it kind of grow out and see if it grows hips. I think I saw rose hips when I first came here. All right, I'm on the back side of Williamsburg Garden. There's my bench. There's some of my herbs, strawberries. Everything's pretty down in here. My cage that I got at the garden supply. And we come up here. This is the peony garden. I think Jeff decided he is going to have a garden. And I told him he could have a garden right in here. So you can see I already mulched. Wherever it's white, that's where the rain has stayed, or the snow has stayed, but that is where he's going to put and plant his garden. So I'm talking about vegetables. He wants to do cabbage, lettuce, radishes, things like that, broccoli. So let's see if he can succeed. That'll be fun. And then here's the new star that we got last year. I'll put the name on the screen for this one. It's a juniper, but I don't know what kind. Crabapple looking nice. And there's the 5. Now these 5 green giants will get giant. They'll be 20 feet each at least. This is their 2nd year. So this is they sleep, then they creep. That was last year. And then they leap. So next year, the 3rd year, they should leap. So they should get probably, let's see, they're about 4 feet now. They'll probably get 7 feet each. So they'll look better sized after the summer. So that's nice. Here's another green giant. That's looking fantastic. It's almost, yep, it's almost as tall as me. So 5 feet. This one's 5 feet. And here's a new addition to this shed. We painted it, put a little window on the side so it's cute. And there's Jeff's dad's, the weather vane and the wind catcher. So that's really, really fun. The wind is coming from the west. But I like that window on this. So I will be building a garden up there. You can see that that's where the mulch is. It's where it's really built up. Oh, okay. All of these junipers, they're looking good. And evergreens, they shine throughout the winter. My hands are absolutely frozen. So here's the 3. I call it the 5-3-1-1 in the Green Giants. And they're looking good too. They're about 4.5 feet. So they're each they've already done the sleep, creep, and now they're gonna leap. So I'm excited about those. And there's the cows having a good old time. When the snow is it's not quite snowy enough, but it is snowy. It's not really accumulating too much. But anyways, this is the first big snow of the year. All right, back to the Williamsburg garden. So I have about 1.5 acres of land. There's another evergreen, big oak, some Bradfords, crab apples, some unknowns. It's gonna look pretty fabulous as the years go on. Everything is gonna get larger. In this cage right here, that's a maple. So there's gonna get some large, beautiful trees and things. So this is the beginning of the garden where you come in. It has the ha-ha wall. And the strawberries are in there. They're kind of evergreen, but of course the snow is burying them. I think the rose bushes I'm going to remove and put them against the fence right back there somewhere. And the thyme looks really good in the wintertime. And any rocks that are kind of fun. That's my kitty rock. So, but my hands are frozen. So for now, let's go in for a while. It's always fun to enjoy the snow coming down. Peaceful. So if you can, even from the house windows, start taking pictures. So I'm sort of in the shop right at the entry point. And so therefore I could let my umbrella go. And now I can kind of show you stuff. But this is where I want to view things. And I want to view things here and beyond. So I look at my view. I take a snap picture and then I look at it and I kind of look and see what is the view that I'm getting, what is it lacking, and how can I help it? Mostly, most people lack evergreens. So this is the beginning. If you remember, just last May, we started this whole garden. It's amazing. I can't believe it. This was just dirt. So I'm really proud of it. Now look. The next morning, a winter wonderland. Crunchy snow and ice. Look at all the ice. All of these green giants, you can't do anything about it but solid ice. You can't click, it'll just break, so you have to just leave it. The Williamsburg Garden, all tucked in nicely. The cistern. This is a great winter storm, but it's good to stay in and just enjoy it from inside. Okay, another week of snow. Oh boy. Well, so we start all over. Don't go out. It's dangerous to go right out in the beginning. I would check to see. Since we're older, we don't want to have anything like ice. Okay, this snow is powdery, so this is the time to shovel. I have my trusty shovel right here. And let me see if we can make ourselves at least a path. All right, I made a path so I could at least get out of the cemented area. We could get to the jacuzzi. I took that off, cleared that away, and the path looks pretty dry. So if no more snow happens, you can see where the ice is, and I couldn't get that up. That was from the last time. Oh my goodness. So I have this smooth path and we stay on it. I can see that it's snowing just a little bit, but it goes right to the blacktop. The blacktop seems to be the easiest to warm up. It's the first thing that goes. So we parked our car down the hill so that we wouldn't have any problems getting out. But the roads are clear, so they've cleared that. So all I have to do is make this little hop, beep, and then I'm out. Oh boy, I can't believe it happened again, but it is beautiful. It's all snow in my water gauge, my rain gauge. So keep moving. Keep gardening. And stay creative.